This is Transit 22.
What up, it's your boy 17.
Yo, what's up? I'm Z the Free.
What's good? I'm Entropy.
Yo, what up? I'm Yo J, and together we're whatever.
Yo, it's Young Pablo Mito. When you're listening to HipHop Xertified.
HipHop Xertified.
HipHop Xertified.
HipHop Xertified.
You're watching HipHop Xertified.
And then another outlet that you participate in, that you mentioned before, is BBoyin. And now I noticed that there's a big Filipino community and BBoyin community.
Yeah.
Now, what got you into BBoyin, and what do you think it is about BBoyin that attracts a lot of the Filipino community? Now, I'm just speaking in Calgary. I can't say in other communities or other cities. I don't know, right?
Right.
I don't know. You would know better than I would. But just in Calgary, I know there's a big Filipino community that B-boys.
Yeah.
So what do you think it is about that?
Well, first of all, shout outs to my B-boy crew, the Floor Wookies.
Floor Wookies. That's what that is.
Now, when my first taste of the hip hop scene in Calgary was through the breaking culture. Was through the breaking community. I didn't know any other rappers at this time, man. But a lot of my friends, like, we would hang out back when we were like in grade 7, grade 8, grade 9. We would be hanging out at the fucking Chinook Mall, and like we would be like breaking there, like on the side of the fucking stairs, in the movie theater. You know what I mean? Like, we would just find spaces to just like break and just chill, because breaking was just the cool thing to do, you know. So everyone around me, a lot of the people around me were breaking, and then there used to be a YMCA at Heritage Station, and there's a youth group that would throw like breaking events there, because we were getting kicked out of the mall. Like, we would get banned from the mall, and then on top of that, like, B-boys or even just other teenagers from different schools, like out in the Northeast, they would come to this mall Friday night, and like we'd get into fights with them. So we'd always get kicked out. We'd always getting chased out by fucking security guards, whether it's from fights, from breaking, and you know, and like the mall's packed like Friday night. There's families there, there's kids there.
That's prime time.
Know? And so this youth group was just like, yo, come to Heritage Station, and like we'll rent out the basement, and like you guys can break here. Okay, none of this like mall thing anymore. Like, come to the station, come to YMCA, you know. So some of the early breaking jams were there, and again, I was still like the only MC. You know, I felt like I was like, I felt like I was just like lost. I was like, man, like nobody else wants to rap. Like, I'm the only rapper here. But that community ended up being like my home, you know. Some of my close friends came from that community, and then that's how I kind of like learned about like the values of hip hop, you know. And yeah, it just kept me connected to the hip hop vibe.
Word.
You know? So I think a lot of Filipinos get attracted to breaking because dancing is in our blood. Like, in the Philippines, man, like, you're either an amazing singer, an amazing dancer, or like, you know, an amazing boxer even, maybe. But definitely a lot of doctors out there, nurses for sure.
Oh yeah, hella nurses.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, like, singing and dancing is like in our blood, man. It's in our genetics, yo. Like, Filipinos are some of the best singers and dancers in the world. So, because hip-hop is such a street culture and Philippines is such a street vibe, of course they're gonna come together. Filipinos are like the blacks of Asia.
Really?
100%. Even compare the ghettos out in Jamaica and the ghettos out in the Philippines. They don't look like the ghettos out in China. They don't, man. They really don't.
That's real. And I would even go further I want to say further, but I would say that the Filipinos are like, I say they're like the Mexicans of the US, but for Canada.
Yeah, it's real.
Where like you guys come in here and you work.
Yeah.
I don't care where it is, like, you guys are fucking working, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And respect, and it's not always the best jobs. Like, it's a lot of it is like jobs that people don't regularly want to do.
Yeah, man. So,
but your community, like the way you stick together, I respect that, bro.
yeah.
And that's other communities could learn from that.
Oh, another piece of information is that Philippines was the first country in Asia to be exposed to hip hop. because they had U.S. bases, U.S. Army bases there, and they would play radio from the U.S. And so that would start to influence Filipinos, and they'd be like, "Whoa, what was this like hip hop music coming from the U.S.? Oh, that's cool. Let's do this too," you know. And so hip hop started developing in the Philippines in the 90s, around the same time it was developing in the U.S. And they were developing together, and no other Asian countries was developing hip hop at the time.
Wow, I didn't know that.
You know, so it's in our culture from the 90s, man. You know, so hip hop, yo, it's there.
Word.